Hi, it's Ben here from the Note Anytime team, and this week I wanted to cover some of the ways that we can create cards, invitations and also scrapbooks and collages with Note Anytime. So this would be birthday cards, thank you cards, invitations to a barbecue, a party, a housewarming, and also maybe capturing something like a photograph collage from your vacation, from a night out with your friends or colleagues. And what I'll finally then show you is how you can share those with the people that want to see them via different methods. So the first step of this process, as with anything at any time, is to create a new note and also to select a background that suits the item that we're going to create. So we'll start by creating a custom happy birthday card. So we create a note. Note Anytime comes with a variety of predefined note styles, and you can find more in the items store here. Some are free and some of them require an in-app purchase. There's a lot of free content now. Once we've downloaded the items, they're going to be available for use at any time. So we just simply pick the items that we're after, and you can see a number of different styles here of cards. We'll pick the happy birthday ones. Say download. Once they're downloaded, the items are available for use at any time, even when you're offline. You will need to register for a free digital cabinets account from within the app before you're able to download these items. So say OK. And those have been transferred now down to the device and will be available for us to use. Just take a few seconds to grab them. Good. So now that we've got these, we can pick a design, and we'll choose this little blue sort of card design here. And for people who are new users, I just want to go through some of the basics here. Adding and changing content in Note Anytime is very easy, and at the heart of this is the floating tool palette, which you can see here. You can move this to any position you like, and it's displayed as a wheel with the icons and the pens around it. Or you can position it against the edges of the screen and it will align as a vertical set of icons depending on where it is on the screen. Tapping the centre will collapse or expand, and you can see when you collapse all the other icons and the menus all slide away to give you more focus on the document. So let's begin this. We'll add a photograph to this card, we'll customise it, and we can either take a photograph directly from the camera on our device if we've got one, or we could import an existing image from a photo album. So I'll do that method. Click on this little add up here and we'll pick the photo album, choose the camera roll, pick a picture. We can also use the pen tools to write on the card. So I'll show you how we can sort of customise this as we go along. We can change the styles of the pens across a number of these what we call quick slot positions here. And this makes it easy to switch between the different styles. So we could, for example, have a red pen and this case here, pick a colour, pick a white pen. And we can simply toggle between them to choose them as we go. There's something called an opacity setting here, or opacity, and this can be used to make a pen transparent or semi-transparent. So you can again create different shades, you can create different effects as we go along. Special way of doing this is you can overlay, so we might pick, for example, this. You can see there we've drawn something, pick again, make it slightly darker, draw over, and again and again and again, and you can see it's very difficult actually to see. I've picked very close shades, but they are overlaid here. There's a new set of shades being developed in the document there. Now, on a lot of apps, if I had just done this, I've drawn on my card, I've ruined it. I can simply, now at any time, pick those items, and remove them from the card, and we're back to where we started. It's very easy to copy and paste content, so let's actually build something here rather than me just talking about it. We'll start off with this image, and we'll hold down until we get the menu, copy, hold down until we get the menu and paste, and then we could scale this and rotate it. So let's create some of the effects that we've got on the card here. I'll just duplicate this and paste it here, rotate it around the other way, put it in here, and make it smaller. Just tap on something using the lasso tool here, and it'll select, and again we could scale. Let's put that there, select our pen, and let's pick a white pen. We've got a few different styles. I'll cover these in more detail in a moment, but we could say up here. And one thing about Note Anytime there, we can draw on top of any of the content that we've added, but it doesn't destroy it. I could still pick this image if I want to and move it, and you can see that it's not affecting the little kisses there that I put on from this puppy dog. If you want to make your own papers, we can start with a blank page, so we could simply go back here, create a note, go up to the defaults here, pick a plain page, and we can set the background to a colour, or we can assign an image to use as the background. So to do this, we go to our paper settings, and you'll see here a background option, and we could, for example, here set a textured pattern, and we could choose where to apply this if we've got multiple pages, but then we end up with our own background. That could be an image. You could photograph something and put it as the background image. It's very, very easy to do. So I'm going to cover the more advanced pen settings and the ink colours in a moment, but I just want to show you how you can get your creations out of your device. So we'll go back to our greetings card and bring that up. There's a number of options for this, and they're all accessed using the export button. Just one thing quickly there, there's a view only mode in Note Anytime, which is this small icon with a little eyelash underneath it, and while that's active you can't draw on your document, it's just a view and position. You click again and it will take it away so that you can now edit again. So yeah, sorry, the export functions here. You can see here there's a number of options that are quite self-explanatory, and probably the one that I will cover initially is the saving as an image, so that you can share this in. You could upload it to a website, you could email it to somebody, and so on. There's a couple of options for this, and we've got something here which is the current page or all pages, which would export this entire image. There's also something where you can't see it unless you've picked an item, but let's say I just want to export that photo out of the document. I say save to photo album. You'll now see it says image selected area. So I'll show you these. I'll pick that one first, and that's saved, and then I will save the current page. It's done. And if we view our photo album, these are the ones, there's a few things I've been doing with the test. That's the image that I took from the corner. It's obviously selected just that item. It's retained the resolution. It wasn't a great in-focus photo to begin with. And this is the image of the entire page that we took. So I'll switch back into Note Anytime there. Obviously, if you want to send using some other method, so you want to send via email, again, no problem, just click on the email. You can directly email from the app if it's set up. Or you might want to save the image to another service such as Dropbox, and there you could share that to other people who've been given access to your folder or across your other devices as a JPEG image. So what I'll do now, I just want to wrap up by looking at the pens. As I mentioned, there's a number of different ways of doing this. So I'll take a blank page. Let's treat this as almost a collage. So we could start off by saying we want to add an image. So say add from photo album. And for the sake of this, I'll take a picture that I took at Christmas. And with anything we can position this, scale it, zoom it. And now that we're ready for this, we can write over the top. So to open the pen settings, we can simply click on them. It'll open the window. You've seen it a few times now. And there's a number of different options out of the box here. We've got a normal pen, imagine a ballpoint pen. Dotted lines, so this will automatically dot your lines across as you're drawing, very useful for outlining or highlighting items. And then we have a calligraphy pen setting, and these are out of the box defined. I'll show you these actually, they're very powerful for making your writing look very nice. And then finally there's this item on the right here, which is an in-app purchase. And what this will do is allow you to customise that calligraphy pen in a lot of ways. And you can just try this. If you click on the trial button, you'll see it opens up the trial mode. And now that that's unlocked, if we go from basic to calligraphy, you'll see you can start to really play with the angles here. And it's talking about the way that this works. It's the way that the angle of the nib and so on is all going to hit the paper. So you can create very, very unique line shapes using that method. What I'm going to do, I will, for the sake of this, just come out of the trial, which we can do. Okay, and go back to a normal calligraphy pen. I'll choose a colour, and something about the colours here. There's a number of different colours that are standard out of the box, but then there's also a number of optional inks that you can purchase. You can see here grayscale and pastel and earthy colours, and I've got some from the digital cabinet registration here for free, so you can try these out. So we might want to pick, for example, this nice blue shade here, set the opacity and set the thickness of the pen. So we'll say here, bring it down to a 10. And we can write anywhere we like on our document. So we could say here, this is Christmas 2012, and pick our item. We can change the style. Again, it takes you back into the pen settings. We could say we want that to be a much thicker pen, and it will automatically readjust just our pen. One of the other items there, the inks that I want to cover, I think is a very special feature of Note Anytime, is called gradient inks. So if we choose the maybe this one here, and say done, you can see that it's applied a gradient styling to this item now. So it's not single colour; it sort of moves between the two shades that were selected. It's very nice for highlighting, making titles. One other thing there, if you're drawing freehand, like I've just done, you can tidy things up slightly. As with anything, we can do a little bit of adjustment there. And there's also a little guide down here alongside this. This is the view icon, remember. This is a wrist guard on the iPad. And then at the bottom right, we have what's called zoom window. And you'll see here on the screen, we can position our zoom window. and we can position it by moving it up and down to give us more space. And basically this space here is represented as a zoomed view down at the bottom. So let's toggle to say a red pen here, and then we can write and then position the next line. That's not very good handwriting, but let's give you an example of this. And also you can draw over the images, so again we can zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's hide that zoom window, and maybe we'll pick a little speech bubble here, zoom again, and then we'll pick our little bubble and zoom back out again. So you can easily create content. And then also, if you wanted to add something without using handwriting, pick the text tool, and then we can just simply use the keyboard here. Interesting with the text tool here, you'll see there's little plus and minus icons. We can scale the size of the text, show and hide the keyboard. We can also, if we hold down here, we can change the text unit style. So a part of that could be, we want to change the font to make that something a little bit more, maybe something like marker felt. And also again we could change the size here. I'll just add a bit of text there. Just remove that. Okay. And I think that would cover it really. The last thing I would say here is that it's just an introduction to the possibilities of what you can create using Note Anytime, and I would really love, as with the rest of the team, to hear about ways that you're creating content and also examples. So feel free to drop us a message on Twitter or on Facebook, or you can contact me directly. My email is ben@metamoji.com. I've had it put up on the screen there as I said it. But we want to see what you can create. So thank you very much for watching, from myself and from the rest of the Note Anytime team, and we hope to speak to you very soon. Bye for now.